Ruben, time for your little rant over here. Your smash, right? Ain't that what you call it?
Smash.
The smash.
That's right. It's Big Rube. It's time for the smash. Yes, I hope you hear the music's in the background because it's there for a reason. It's Chick the Freak. The other day, I actually toured my old hometown of Petersburg. That's old. And I drove through Crater Road with a friend, and we passed by the old skating rink. That's now closed. It's for sale sign on it. Remember the days where the best thing to do was to go to the skating rink with your friends and skate, hit on girls, enjoy time with friends, watch your boy fall and laugh at him. And then it also brought me to by far one of the most underrated movies of all time. But disclaimer, it's pretty terrible. However, I can't get enough of it. And it's that movie with Lil Bow Wow, Roll Bounce. I like that movie. Roll Bounce. I like that movie because it reminded me when I was younger and I didn't have to worry about things such as taxes. And I didn't have to worry about, wow, have I paid this bill? Or what am I doing tomorrow? Because you know what? I went to the skating rink twice a week to hang out with my friends because I couldn't walk to my friend's house because they lived across Petersburg. And Mama Big Rube wouldn't allow that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that you remember where you came from. It's very important you remember all the good times that you had in your life because you never know when those good times are going to really disappear. Now, Big Rube's a little bit over 35, but under 40. I like having good times in my life, and I feel like everybody should always want to have good times. Yes, it's hard to wake up with a smile on your face every day. Yes, you have to go to work and you hate your job. Yes, you have to deal with stupid people or just ignorant people. But you know what? When it's all said and done, you always have to remember that being happy ultimately is the best thing that you can be. We wake up every morning. Each morning is not promised to us. I implore you, I challenge you every day of your life to have a good day. Find the best parts of your day. Because you know what? You're going to remember something that you used to do back in the day, such as roller skate. I don't go roller skate now, but I do go ice skating. And yes, Big Rube can roller skate a little bit and ice skate. Be quiet. And I can even roll a blade, as big as Big Rube is. But you know what? It's all because when I was a child, I hung out with my friends and went roller skating. So, The Freak, it's a great song. Watch Roll Bounce and enjoy your life while you're still here. Most people forget that. This is Big Rube. This is Smash. I'm out.
I wonder how many times you bust your butt on that skate.
Hey, once you ice skate, you bust your butt one time, you ain't trying to do it anymore. Cause I ice hard.
Yeah, I ain't never went ice skate.
All right. Once again, it is your girl, April P. Thank you for having me.
AP.
Sorry, I was
AP
late.
Calculus.
Oh yeah, we got a new rule. If you late,
What?
you gotta bring us something to eat if you late from now on.
The two big boys.
They want a 2-piece. They want an 8-piece.
Original
Two big boys. Kool and the Gang Ladies Night is playing. I have to give a shout out to my girls, Miss Crystal Temple Ellis and her groom this weekend, Tamika Ellis. It was a beautiful, I shall say reception because I missed the wedding. I'm such a good friend.
Did you give 2 girl names?
Yes, I gave 2 girl names.
Yeah, that's what's
Stop.
up. Congratulations, lady.
Crystal and Tamika, congratulations.
Congratulations, lady.
I am so sorry that I missed your wedding. I have seen the pictures. Tamika, you were handsome. Crystal, you were gorgeous. I am so sorry I missed it, but just know that I love you girls. The reception was beautiful. I'm glad that I could help you set up, decorate, and I wish you much, much, much happiness.
And that's AP Cackler signing off.
My name is not AP Calculus. Don't do that.
I can't come behind that, can I?
Yeah, you
No,
have
you
to.
can't.
Yes, sir. You can come behind it.
I could try.
You can try.
If I get hurt. Let me see what Grizzly got to talk about tonight. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna talk about the election. It is now 2012, February. Before you know it, November will be here, and you're gonna get hit with a whole bunch of bull crap on these radio shows, on these television shows, on these Sunday morning talk shows. Pay attention, people. Pay attention what's really going down. Unemployment has dropped, I think, to 8.5%.
Yes,
It might
sir.
not have dropped in your area, but think about 4 years ago, in 2004, 2008, what was going on? They were talking about we were going into a Great Depression. They were talking about banks folding. The money that you have in your bank account right now wasn't worth the paper it was printed on. And now we sit here, although even the right will say that the economy, look, Mitt Romney was asked the other day, the economy is better. He said, of course the economy is better, but I could have made it better quicker. Really? Really, Mitt? Newt Gingrich out here calling the president a food stamp president. Mitt, stop using all these code words and say how you really feel, because honestly, I like my racism right up front. But you can't do that. You want to fool your constituents and believing that you really for them. When you cheated on your wife with cancer
And then he wanted to impeach
and
Clinton.
wanted Clinton out. The woman had cancer. She was on her deathbed. You left her. And now the other broad is now wanting to be first lady. Come on, dude. Be real. Look, dude, you get a whole lot more credit if you was just like, it didn't work out. And even still, the lady was dying, man. But yeah, still, you gonna pull the wool over Ron Paul, another kooky racist, I call, because 20 years ago he was passing out newsletters that was real racial, saying how black people were welfare queens, this, that, and the third. So you got to look at all of these candidates. Look at even Barack's record and compare it to a Mitt Romney or a Newt Gingrich or a Rick Santorum or whoever else is running, and make a wise decision. Don't be fooled. The electorate is not going to be the same as it was with all the hoopla with Barack in 08, because he had a lot of young folk that helped him carry Virginia. You know, and Virginia is going to be a state that's going to be in one of those toss-up categories, because, I mean, the Republicans won the governorship, the Republicans won the congressional in 2010, so it's a lot of people here thinking that, the Democrats might not win Virginia, but if you think, vote your conscience, vote your wallet, and don't fall for the okadoke, I think we'd be all right for another 4 more years.
You know what, Jay? I totally agree with you. And the thing about it, my opinion is this: any president deserves 8 years in office. 8, because he needs 4 to get out.
Reverse.
Right, he needs 4 to get out what the person before him did, and he needs another 4 to get his plan in place. He really does.
Yep.
Stop fighting the man on everything.
I mean, the man.
Stupid.
How many presidents have you lived through? I've gone through 4 decades now. 4 decades. And I'm happy to say I've gone through 4 decades. I've gone through Carter, part of Nixon. I went through Bush, that's
You left Ford.
yeah, Reagan, and Clinton. So I've had my share of presidents. My thing is this: vote your conscience. Look at the issues. Understand, you're going to get a lot of promises made to you between now and the time we have the election and our next inauguration. Now, I don't normally go political like this. I really don't. I'm going to try to find me some way of spinning this. I don't know how. It's just that I got Ruben behind me doing this head shake, this head bob. I don't know what's going on here. He's doing the shimmy over here, looking like D'Lo Brown. But Jay is really want you to see, and I want you to see too, that you cannot really buy into a lot of these things that are going on with the Republicans are saying. It's really sad. I want my racism up front, just like Jay said. I don't want you to hide behind it. Don't try to use it as your office. I'm you know what? I want to say thank you to the Klan. Because
Thank you, Clan.
because you know what? You guys have not done anything that is visibly negative towards the president, and I would have expected that.
Oh, they
From
just use,
the
they
Klan.
just use
But they're using another means of doing it, right? But the thing is,
Tea Party,
nobody has gone. But there are some Black Tea Party members.
and they need to be shot.
Well, you know that's his opinion. Hey, I don't preach violence. I don't preach violence. I don't.
Oh, I'm doing it, Sarah Palin. I ain't mean like that. I mean like, you know, taken out of office by the populace by voting. I don't mean putting bullets up in Arizona to have Gabby Gifford.
By the
shot
time
in
I
the head.
get to
Come
Arizona,
on, man. Don't let me get the mic no more.
Oh yeah, we're gonna cut your mic off in a minute. But you know what? I'm like this. I'm very happy that we will get a chance to see Barack run for a second term. I'm not gonna tell you my vote. You may understand and feel my vote, but I'm gonna have a good time and I'm gonna enjoy this election. I want to say at this point, this is what I'm going on. Ruben, you got something to say?
yes sir, yes sir. First of all, thank you to the people out there who hit our Facebook questions up. Beautiful. They hit up. They blew up the American Idol voice question.
Yo, a lot of people still watching that.
Yo, yeah.
The voice is better.
I mean, yeah, 11 comments. That might be the highest we've ever had on any question. You know, same thing with the blind date. I mean, they blew us up on that. Big up. Oh yeah, I need to get corrected. Apparently, Sandy Duncan was not on the Partridge
I
Family.
was good to say.
That was Shirley Jones.
Thank you. Correction.
Sandy Duncan played Peter Pan.
Well,
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, the first Peter Pan movie was a female.
Was Peter
Nobody
Pan,
knows that.
Peter Pan was a boy, right?
Yes, but in the first Peter Pan movie, Peter Pan played
I
was
don't know, I'm
Playboy,
18.
but a female played it.
I'm only 18.
But no, big ups to everybody who's listening. To Ain't No Half Stepping. You know, Marcus J fell in the well, and Lassie told us that he was there, he was getting helped out. But next week we'll make sure he's here. You know,
Because he will never ever leave it to us again.
well, we don't know about that. But still, you know,
Yeah, the inmates will continue to run the asylum when
most
he's not
definitely.
here.
Big up to Carlton Banks. Oh yeah, we gotta give a big shout out to Corey Powell, photographer, who turned big 4-0 last week.
I got
Big up. You know, without the pictures and his work, you would not know who we look like. And we appreciate that. That's how we get things done. But we got Michael Jackson in the background. We got 30 seconds left. Anybody got anything left to say? I mean, today was kind of hot.
Can't wait for my tax refund. I'm rich.
Hey, Marcus, for real, we definitely appreciate you. Thank you for giving us a chance to host the show.
You need to leave
We
town
miss
more
you.
often.
Yeah, leave time more often. We might have more fun.
Marcus, come home.
Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, stay where you at. Stay where you at. We love you. Do what you gotta do. Bring back a plate. That's what we want you to do, Marcus. Bring us back a plate. Since you late, because you won't show up to next week, so we know you late. On that note, everybody, in the words of Bob Marley, no, I can't repeat what Marcus said. That's his line. I want everybody to have a wonderful and prosperous night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Look forward to the weekend. Look forward to tomorrow. Remember that tomorrow's not promised. So live. Love you, everybody. Thank you for giving us a
Peace out.
shout.
My check.
Love it. Love it. Love it.